Hi, Robbie. My name is Michelle, and I had spoke with Mariquita on Friday, and she said I could go ahead and send this video over to you. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that you can do to bring more customers to your business. So once you've had a moment to review the video, if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can also take this information that I'm going to provide you and do it yourself. Or even provide it to your current marketing agency if you have one. I'm perfectly fine with that. So once I show you these 3 things to set your company above your competition, we're going to go ahead and go over content, citations, and backlinks. So number 1 is going to be content. And most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that the average amount of content needed on Google to be the #1 result is going to be anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 words. So for you just to show up at the top of Google, you need to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage with those right keywords. And now let's go ahead. What we're going to do today is we're going to compare Sealwize of Oklahoma with Reliable Concrete Contractors of OKC. So we're going to look at your competition first, and then, of course, we'll go back and review Sealwize. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is take both of your homepage URLs, and I'm going to put it into a tool that we use just to do a word count. And for Sealwize, right here, you can see they have 489 words, and then Concrete Contractors of OKC has 2,687. So you can tell that your competitor has that, they have over that 2,500 words on their homepage, where you have 489. So you definitely want to make sure that you get some additional content on your homepage. And I would say with them having that much, try to get 2,500 words or more on that homepage. You do have some items right here. You can also, anywhere you have pictures, let's see if we can get this pulled up, save image as. You have here Sealed Concrete Oklahoma City, OK, which is good. You can put other services in there and service areas as well. And then let's go ahead and look at your competitor real quick. And if we scroll down, you can see here where they have additional content. You can see where they have a lot of details on their homepage, where they have that 2,500 words or more on there. So, just quickly, we just want to make sure that you do get that 2,500 words on there. Now let's real quick, we're going to compare another tool here. I use a company called 𝙬𝙧𝙧𝙬𝙧. There's other companies out there like Ahrefs. All of them usually charge some type of fee to do this. But what it does is gives behind the scene details of what Google's looking at when they go to rank a site. Now, none of these tools are going to be 100% accurate, but they do give a good detail information. So if we go ahead and look at your competitor real quick, you can see right here that on their homepage, they have 213 keywords. So let's go ahead and click down here and see what some of those keywords are. So they have concrete repair OKC, concrete work, concrete slab contractors, concrete work OKC, concrete repair, and of course it keeps going down and down and down with the different items that they have. And then we're going to go ahead and switch this back because we're going to use this later. And if I go over to you have 27 keywords. So let's take a look at those. Concrete stained Oklahoma City, stained concrete Oklahoma City, Sealwize of Oklahoma, Sealwize, stained concrete OKC, concrete staining OKC, concrete resurfacing Oklahoma City. So you have a lot of good keywords on here as well. Now, Sealwize of Oklahoma and Sealwize is considered a branded keyword. It's your company name, great. It's you want to get that out there. But most customers, when they're looking for a specific service like concrete stained Oklahoma City, they're not going to know your company, so they're going to put that keyword and area in that they're looking for. So, and then, once doing that, like I said before, just make sure we get that, I would say probably 2,700 words or more to beat out your competition, because that's what's driving the competitor's business, and it is 100% beatable to get that done. Now, what I'm going to go here and do is I just put in a search, Concrete Contractors OKC. And first, when you come in here, you're going to see these sponsored ads, Haskell and Concrete Services and Concrete Repair. And if you scroll down here a little bit further, you see this one right here, sponsored for Mallard Construction. And what these are Google ads. And, you know, they can work, but they can also be a money pit too if your website isn't dialed in. So just before you go out, and if you decide to spend any money on Google Ads, you just want to make sure your website's going to convert first. So the number 2 thing that we're going to look at today is going to be citations. And what a citation is, it's going to be, if you scroll down here to the business section, and we look at Reliable, Lucky's, and OKC Discount. These 3 here are our top 3 in the Google Maps section. They also call it the Map Pack. The top 3, Reliable, Lucky's, and OKC. And what this is your business name, address, and phone number listed across different directories. And we're talking places like Yahoo Local, Info USA, Matchpoint, Hot Frog, you know, any of those places where you put your name, address, and phone number. They also call it NAP, which is name, address, and phone number. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to local businesses. And how you might be asking, well, how do I get here? You know, you definitely want to be into like this top 3. 25 to 30% of customers, if they come in here and they do a search, say for Concrete Contractors of OKC, they're going to go with one of these top 3 that's listed right here, and they're not going to go any further on the page. So what you can do is you can go out, there's companies called Bright Local, I believe White Spark still does it, where you can go out and get your directories that your competition is listed on, and you go down that same list and you get the ones that you're not on already, and you get those ones added to your businesses. You know, go to those additional directories and get your name. Now, here's the thing. You don't want to match them. You want to make sure you dominate them online. So say Reliable Concrete has 200 citations. You want to go out and get 100 to 150 more citations, so it takes them a lot longer to catch up and you stay up in that number 1 position. So number 3 is going to be backlinks. They also call it link juice, and this is the 3rd pillar that will really help you dominate on Google. So if we go ahead on this page here and we scroll down, you're going to get here where you see Concrete Contractors, Bill's Custom Concrete, and that's a Better Business Bureau. And then Sam the Concrete Man. And what this is our organic section. And right here is that number 1 competitor, Reliable Concrete, and this is where you want to be. You want to be in this first position. And how do you get here? You need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, it comes down to those backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So if you think of it this way, if site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. And kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. And quick example, if you get a local blog or an industry site linking back to you, well, that's great, perfect. But if you get a McDonald's backlink, you know, linking back to you, that's not a good one, because you guys don't sell those types of services. And so if we go ahead and we look here real quickly at 𝙬𝙧𝙧𝙬𝙧 again, and your competitor, you can see right here they have 240 backlinks. And here on your company, I'll refresh that. You have 33 backlinks. And let me just refresh those one. I thought, okay, yeah. And they have 240. So what that is telling me is they've got strong, relevant sources for their backlinks. And that's why they're in this number 1 position. And how do you get these? You know, it's exactly the same thing. We go in, we would look at like the competitors. see what sites are linking to them, and get those same links for your business. And you want to make sure you don't get the spammy links, because there are ones that come in that are not good. Getting to the top is not magic. It is a method, and I've shown you that here today. So let's go really quickly, go over those three things again. So number one is going to be content. So on your home page, you want to at least have, I'm going to say, over 2,500 words. And then, of course, number two is going to be those citations. So to be in this top three of the map pack, you want to have at least 50 to 150 more of the citations to beat your competition out by a landslide. And then, of course, number three, to be in this number one position, you need more relevant sites pointing at your business to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these three things today, you can become number one across Google. So, now you might be asking, okay, now what do I do now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you, do it on your own, give it to your marketing agency if you have one. I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and save yourself some time, just give me a call. My name is Michelle. My number is 405-410-3024. Once again, my name is Michelle. My husband is Stephen. We own Thrive Tunnel Digital Marketing Pros here in Moore, Oklahoma. And our number is 405-410-3024. You can call or either text that number. Either way is fine. I look forward to hearing from you. And Robbie, I hope you have a great day. Bye.